Welcome back to Ready Set English. We've got something exciting for you today. A brand new speaking challenge series. Did you know that to truly learn English, you need to integrate it into your daily life? Whether it's reading an English book, watching an English movie, singing along to your favorite song, or speaking out loud, every bit helps. And just 10 minutes of speaking a day can do wonders for your fluency and confidence. We know it can be a challenge thinking of topics to talk about every day, though. And that's exactly why we've created this series. If you're ever running out of ideas, just check this playlist. We've got you covered. In this series, we'll give you fun, simple challenges to help you speak more naturally and more often. Some days, you'll talk about your hobbies. Other days, you might describe a photo, share a memory, or plan your dream holiday. Each challenge is easy, useful, and most of all, fun. Let's get started. Okay, so today's challenge is talk about your daily routine. I know, it's not very unique, but I think it's the perfect first challenge, don't you think? Don't worry, we'll up the challenge level as the series progresses. Pinky promise. Okay, I'll go first. I don't think my routine is anything special, but it really helps me stay focused, productive, and calm. I like having structure in my day, even when I work from home. Most days, I wake up around 6:30 in the morning. I don't use a very loud alarm clock, just something gentle. Sometimes I wake up before my alarm, especially if I went to bed early the night before. But other days, I hit the snooze button once or twice before I actually get out of bed. Once I'm up, the first thing I do is stretch. I do a few simple stretches, touch my toes, roll my shoulders, twist side to side. It helps me shake off the sleepiness and wake up my body. Then I go to the kitchen and drink a big glass of water. I've made that a habit. It's good for my body, and it really wakes me up. After that, I make a cup of coffee. I love that moment. The smell of fresh coffee in the morning feels like the real start of my day. While the coffee is brewing, I go to the bathroom to wash my face and brush my teeth. Sometimes I take a quick shower in the morning, but not always. It depends on the day. Then I get dressed in something comfortable, especially if I'm staying home to work. If I have video calls, I'll wear something a little more put together, but still simple. Next, it's breakfast time. I try to eat something light but filling. My go-to breakfast is usually oatmeal with banana and a little cinnamon. If I don't have oatmeal, I'll have toast with peanut butter or some Greek yogurt with fruit and nuts. If I'm really short on time, I just grab a banana and drink my coffee while I check my emails. After breakfast, I sit down at my desk and look over my plan for the day. I usually write a short to-do list with the top 3 things I need to finish. It helps me stay focused and not feel overwhelmed. I start working around 8 o'clock. I work from home, so my desk setup is pretty important. I try to keep it clean and cozy. There's a plant, a notebook, and a cup of tea or coffee nearby. In the morning, I usually check emails first and reply to messages. Then I dive into deeper work, writing, planning, recording, or editing. Those are the hours when I feel most productive and clear-headed. Around 10:30 or 11, I take a short break. I stretch again, make some tea, or walk around the house for a few minutes. If the weather's nice, I'll step outside and get some fresh air. Even 5 minutes of sunlight can make a big difference in my mood and energy. Then it's back to work. Some days I have video meetings or calls, especially in the afternoon. Other days, I spend more time writing or recording content. I usually have lunch around 1 o'clock. I try to keep it healthy and simple. Maybe some rice with vegetables or a wrap with chicken and salad. If I don't feel like cooking, I might just make eggs or reheat leftovers from the night before. I try to avoid eating lunch at my desk. I sit at the table and take a real break, even if it's just 20 minutes. After lunch, I sometimes read a few pages of a book or scroll through my phone. Then I get back to work until about 4:30 or 5. By that time, my brain starts to feel a little tired, so I switch to lighter tasks, organizing files, replying to messages, or planning the next day. Once I finish work, which is usually around 5:30 or 6, I take a break and try to step away from my desk completely. I close my laptop, stretch a little, and then I usually go for a walk. Sometimes I walk through my neighborhood and just enjoy the fresh air. If the weather is nice, I'll take a slightly longer route and walk through a nearby park. I don't bring headphones every day. Sometimes I just like to listen to the birds or the sound of people chatting as they pass by. It helps me relax and transition out of the work mindset. On some days, I also stop by the grocery store on my way home. I don't like doing big weekly shops, so I often buy a few things every couple of days. Maybe I'll grab some vegetables, fresh fruit, or something I forgot to pick up earlier in the week. Sometimes I get a small treat too, like a pastry or some chocolate. When I get home, I take a few minutes to put everything away. Then I start thinking about dinner. I enjoy cooking when I'm not too tired. It's actually one of my favorite parts of the day. I like trying new recipes, but I also have some go-to meals like pasta, stir-fried veggies, or soup. After dinner, I wash the dishes and tidy up the kitchen. Then I relax for the evening. Most nights, I'll watch an episode of a K-drama or anime. Sometimes I read a book, especially if I want a break from screens. If I feel like it, I'll journal or just sit and reflect on the day. Before bed, I always take time to wind down properly. It's one of my favorite parts of the day, when everything starts to slow down and I can focus on taking care of myself. Usually, I take a warm shower in the evening. It helps me relax and wash off the day, especially if I went for a walk or did some light exercise. Sometimes I play soft music or a calming playlist while I shower. It makes the experience feel extra peaceful. After I dry off, I brush my teeth. I try not to rush it, just a few minutes to do it properly. It's such a small thing, but it really signals that the day is coming to a close. Then I move on to my skincare routine. It's simple, but it helps me feel fresh and taken care of before I sleep. First, I wash my face with a gentle cleanser to remove any dirt or makeup. Then I pat my skin dry with a soft towel. Never rub, just gentle pats. Next, I apply a toner to help balance my skin. After that, I use a light serum, usually something with hyaluronic acid or vitamin C, just a few drops. Then I finish with a moisturizer to lock everything in. If my skin feels extra dry, I'll use a thicker cream, especially in winter. Sometimes if I have time or I feel like pampering myself, I'll do a face mask too. But that's just once or twice a week. Doing this routine helps me slow down, breathe, and feel ready for sleep. It's like a little reminder that I've made it through the day, and now it's time to rest. I usually go to bed around 10:30 or 11, but sometimes it's later, especially on weekends. And that's my routine. It's not perfect, but it helps me stay balanced. And I feel good when I follow it. Now it's your turn. Can you talk about your own daily routine? Try to speak for 10 minutes. Make it personal. Make it real. Just remember, practice makes progress. Remember, even just 10 minutes of speaking each day can make a huge difference over time. Keep going, stay consistent, and trust the process. And if you completed today's challenge, comment below and let us know. We're cheering you on every step of the way. See you in the next one.